Hey guys, what's up? Jack Han here. Welcome back to another video. This weekend was crazy. I live in the OC and there was like 40,000 people that went to beaches. It looked like it was the middle of summer. It was definitely a shake my head moment because we're supposed to be, in stay-at-home orders and staying away and 6 feet apart from people. I'm pretty hypocritical because literally I went on a run last night to the beach, but it was more cloudy and there was a lot less people. So that's my defense. Anyways, in today's video, we're gonna talk about the 10 extracurricular activities that helped me get into dental school. I was looking through the AdSAS application, reading through everything that I have accumulated in my lifetime of extracurricular activities was pretty overwhelming. So don't be too overwhelmed by my list. Know that you have years and years to build this, big list of things that dental schools will want to see on your application. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to list all of them, give a few points on each of them, hopefully not talk for too long. So extracurricular activity number 1 is co-founding and serving as the vice president of the predental club. So my school is really small, it didn't have a predental club. I talked to the pre-health advisor and he was telling me how people have tried to start it in the past and it was never successful just because there weren't enough people that were interested in dentistry. But also when I went to ask him about me starting the club, he said that another one of my classmates actually just asked him the exact same thing. So I teamed up with my classmate. Although he was supportive, he didn't think that it could be done, but we were like, no, we're gonna go for it anyways. So we rallied people, we went to club fairs, we made the posters, and then found 15 to 20 people that were interested in dentistry and that signed up. That was big enough of a number. We were really happy with it too, that we actually got his support, got the club started, and it's been running for a full year now and we just received funding. It's the end of the semester, so we're actually just electing all of our new e-board, so it's a really exciting time. This not only shows to the admissions committee that you are a leader, but also that you're not afraid to start something. You're not just joining something and then becoming leader, you're taking it one step further by actually starting the club, and they would love seeing this. Extracurricular activity number 2. So I organized a fundraiser, a charity event. So pretty much I went to Yankee Dental Conference and I met a connection there. She actually worked with someone from my school before, an RA, in one of her presentations. And we decided that it would be a great idea with International Day of Happiness coming that we do a fundraiser and we set it up at my school. And she was completely down. I'm so grateful that she was, because I've always wanted to do something like this. And this was kind of like a little push and a nudge, like, hey, like, you should do this right now, you're a good guy. It wasn't that easy. We had multiple Zoom sessions before it was cool. Anyways, at the end of it all, it still came together. We ran the fundraiser. We donated all the proceeds to Comedy Relief, which is a charity in the UK. It just made sense with International Day of Happiness. And we put up a whole happiness wall. And so everyone who came along got to write what they're grateful for, happy for, and then post it on the wall. This again shows leadership and also that you are the type of person to give back. Extracurricular activity number 3. So I served as an emergency first responder on my school's emergency medical services was the name when I joined, and now it changed to Clark University Rapid Response. And you get your EFR license, you get your CPR license, and you get to take 12-hour shifts 1 or 2 times a week and get to be on call pretty much as the emergency first responder. There's one case that I remembered really well where there was a patient and we got a call and it was for an anxiety attack. And when we went there, I was the first person on the scene and I was able to utilize one of the things I learned, which was square breathing, and be able to guide him through his breathing, slow it down, and calm him down. It really made a big impact on me as well as the person, and it taught me a lot about patient care, which you can bring into dentistry. At the end of the first year, I was lucky enough to receive the Jack Han Award that I put in my application, and it was pretty much, didn't really have a description. I believe like a personality type of award, maybe for like shenanigans I did while working for the club. I remember going into one of the meetings with a live lobster in a bag in my hand. No, I remember going into shift change And I brought a live lobster in. I was showing everyone that what's going on in shift change. So I guess I just pulled off a bunch of funny events and added to the enjoyment of the club. So they made the Jack Hahn Award, which I was lucky enough to deliver to the next year's candidate. Extracurricular activity number 4. So I did research at 2 universities. One was at University of California, Irvine. It was under public health, and I did research on pretty much the industry of tobacco, and it was a lot about the history and a lot of logging in, like what people said at what time and just giving a timeline of everything. I didn't really enjoy that research. But regardless, I still did it. I did it over the summer, and it was still a good experience. The second research I did was actually in a lab, and that was at Clark University. I worked under one of the professors. What I did in that lab was mainly synthesize one of the steps that was used for a more grand scale of increasing drug delivery. There, I was able to utilize and learn a lot of different lab techniques. Depending on the dental school, they're gonna like seeing research. Well, regardless, they're gonna like seeing research. Some schools are gonna be research oriented, and they're gonna want to see research under your belt. It's gonna be a plus in your application. Extracurricular activity number 5 is shadowing. So I shadowed at 3 different dental offices, each one of them giving me a new experience on the dentistry side, business side. There's such a wide range of how people work as dentists. If you're an associate or if you own a business, it's completely different. And shadowing is one of the best things you can do, not only to get into dental school, but also decide if this is the career that you want. What shadowing will hopefully make you realize is that you can see yourself doing this career. You like the work-life balance, and seeing the surgeries or getting to help out makes you excited. I remember the one moment when I got to use a iTero scanner to do a scan of my dentist's mouth, one of the dentists that I shadowed. And I don't know why, but it was just so fun, and I had the biggest smile on my face while doing it. Extracurricular activity number 6 is joining a sports team. So I played on the tennis team at my school, and it was a really great experience. I loved my collegiate tennis career, and there were many reasons to join a sports team or a club if you are able to. Obviously, physical activity is great. It takes some stress off your classes when you get to go and you get to unwind and not think about your school. And lastly, if you can tack on a varsity sport such as tennis and also do well in your classes, it really shows the admissions committee that you really know how to manage your time, because tennis would take at least 10 to 20 hours per week. So it's pretty much like a part-time job. So if you can juggle a sport that you have to be very committed to with also your extracurriculars and do it all, then they're going to be impressed by your application. Extracurricular activity number 7 goes along with tennis, and it was volunteering at a elementary school. Why it goes on with tennis is because our school actually requires the sports teams to go and volunteer. This was a great opportunity because not only did it allow you to go play with kids and help out, that's what you're going to be doing the rest of your life. It shows the admissions committee that 1, you're volunteering and you like giving back to the community. 2, you're helping kids, so maybe you're good with kids and you're going to have to be treating kids, right? Maybe you want to become a pediatric dentist. Who knows? Extracurricular activity number 8 is to attend predental or Impressions Day at the neighboring colleges around you. So I went to Boston University's Impressions Day, and it was an amazing experience because you got to connect with like-minded people. It also shows the admissions committee that you are interested in dentistry. So going to one of these, there's also workshops, and I took a resume building workshop, which was really helpful. They outlined the whole resume in detail, and if you make a really good resume, you can transfer that easily onto your ASDAS application. Also, you get to meet faculty or people on the admissions committees when you're there. So it's a really great place to make connections, and you can follow up with them through email, phone, or text. And maybe, I'm not sure exactly, but maybe they'll have a say if you get into the school or not, if they're on the admissions committee. Extracurricular activity number 9 is I volunteered in the ER. I did this senior year of high school, and at first I actually wanted to go into medical school instead of dental school. I think there's no harm in dabbling in other medical fields as well, because it is your journey to get into dental school, right? So because I volunteered in the ER, I learned that I did not want to work constantly in that high stress situation and with all these sick patients, because it kind of made me depressed. The final extracurricular activity I put in my application was YouTube. So although I didn't start this channel before I was admitted into dental school, I think that if you start a channel like this, or you share your passion for dentistry, you share that you know what you did to help someone, that it can help you get into dental school, because it shows that you're a leader, you're not afraid to start something, and you're giving back to the community, which at the end of the day is one of the most strong things that you can show on your application. 3 bonus extracurricular activities that I did not mention in this video that I'm just gonna list off is I donated blood, and continue to do so. I danced, and I was served as the sophomore representative of student council. So that concludes the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and got some value from it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos in the future, and so this video can be shared to more people. Also, like, if you have any video ideas, definitely drop them in the comments below, because I'm starting to run out of ideas. Anyways, I hope you guys will have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay inside, or when you go outside, stay 6 feet apart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.